Attention. Welcome to the Different Spectrums podcast. We dive into the wild world of mental health discussions. Get ready for profound talks, a sprinkle of humor and sarcasm, and a touch of colorful language. Just a quick heads up, our show reflects our individual opinions, which may not align with the standpoint of the podcast, our featured guests, or any related corporate entities. Our mission? To illuminate through laughter and satire because everyone needs a good chuckle. Chill out and don't stress over the small stuff. Legal troubles? No, thank you. Cancel culture? Please spare us. We'd rather keep this space lawsuit free. So buckle up, have a good time, and join us as we navigate the vibrant realm of mental health on the Different Spectrums podcast. Back again.
I swear I'm not gay. I swear I'm not gay. But we're back. We're back. We're live.
When people are closeted and they don't even know it. They're like, am I?
I'm not. I Googled it. Google said you are. So
all right. There you go. Yep. 90%. Another BuzzFeed fucking quiz.
yeah.
Am I gay? 90% says yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
All right. So I'm Spencer, your co-host. And of course, we have our licensed clinical therapist, Nas.
Dr. Straight Nas.
Dr. Pinky Up Nas. Remember, don't take us too seriously.
Or do. It's completely up to you.
There you go. Also, don't forget to run up those likes for us. We'd really appreciate it. So we have a nice Pixar and Disney show to do today. I think this is probably like one of their first shows. I can't remember
Yeah.
if they've ever done a show together before. But we're doing the show Win or Lose that follows a few different characters while they're trying to get to the championship game and seeing how all of their lives are just running amok. Everybody in the show got problems. I'm gonna be real. Like, they all got problems.
I got it.
Doesn't matter what color, creed you are, they all got problems going on. And we're going to be covering the first two episodes, and who knows, maybe we'll be covering more if this does well.
This does well, and the first two episodes are fantastic. So I'm ready.
Exactly, and you only saw chunks of it. You
I
didn't see
know.
the whole fucking thing, even though they're only like 50 minutes long.
I'm excited.
It's pretty nice.
Nipples are full hard right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. Good for you. So some topics we're going to be talking about today. We're going to talk about not being good enough, quote unquote. We're also going to be talking about let's replay all the mistakes you made today. Creepy. And then we're also going to be talking about parents trying to look up to them, and then also trying to make sure that you can be the best who you can be for your parents. But then what does that mean for you? And then we're also going to be talking about dating apps, dating life, and then also keeping your shields up. Yep, just like
if
that.
You need a yeet a bitch.
For those people that can't see what he just did, he just lifted his arm like he's jerking off a giant. Why'd you go there? Why'd you go there? Why'd you go in front of your face?
I should do them. I should do the Trump dance where he always is doing the two. It's like, well, who is he jacking off?
Well, I mean, he's pretty short, so I mean,
yeah.
He's like, I'm 6'7". Like, no, you're not. We know you're not.
He's probably jacking off his donors and giving them pardons.
Tiny hands.
So my penis feels so big in your hands, Mr. Trump.
I love it, Mr. Trump. I love it.
Okay.
Anywho, that was a pivot. Before we get into the show.
Jesus Christ. We're definitely going to be
Secret Service
locked up by ICE.
I'm good. I don't know about you.
You get a tan, motherfucker. You ain't good. You better not get no tan.
I'm staying inside, motherfucker.
I know. I heard there's fires. You guys are getting all the smoke from the fires. How's he doing over there?
Yeah, it's fine. It's just air quality shit.
So I heard. Yeah, my dad just told me yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's smoky and it sucks, but
it'll be fine.
It is what it is.
Yeah, Canadians getting fucked again this summer with those goddamn fires.
And then they blow their fucking smoke to us. Like, what the fuck?
Those bastards.
It's like if we were like in a non-smoking
section,
part of like a restaurant,
and
then they just, oh, oh wow, it's terrible weather out there. You're like, fuck you,
man. I'm inhaling this shit.
secondhand smoke from fucking Canada.
I know those bastards. Good cigarettes there. So this is a really good. So far, the first couple things I've seen are magnificent. We're really going to focus on anxiety. And specifically like this little creature that like kind of sits on us and can grow and grow and grow and grow. Very, very good animated visualization of what it's like to deal with like a mental health issue, a mental illness, and have it just weigh on you. And we're going to get into that very good. The next stuff is very relatable. All of us, not all of us, good majority of us are dating. We're putting that thing out there. We're trying to mush some tush. We're trying to, slide that thing around or put it around. I don't know, spin it, flop up, stand up and dance. I don't know. I've been out there in a while, but I put myself out there yesterday and we're going to talk about all the issues on what people hate online dating, regrets, having your shield up and like trying to protect yourself, getting ghosted online, how that horribly the online dating affects people's like mental health. And we're going to get into a lot of good stuff about dating in general. So I'm excited for this and also fun to share some stories. And, if you're any hot local singles looking for an Arab man that doesn't shower.
They don't local. They don't know where you are. If you're local to the internet, then I'm your guy.
If you like him 300 plus that loves pizza. Because he said he likes pizza.
Why was he him? Why was he you? What the fuck?
Know. He was me just with hair. He was me, but more gay.
Yeah, and a better accent.
He did. Yeah. But I'm excited to talk about this stuff and have some really good fun today about relationships, intimacy, and just anxiety too about dating. So let's get into it. We're probably gonna talk a lot of shit today, folks. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Yep.
This is good because it's high stakes, and that's the kind we like.
One juice box per player, please. Don't be selfish. There you go. Thank you.
How are we feeling? I'm feeling goodish bad.
Pickles, huddle up. Well done. Oh, that was a tough game. I mean, a tough season, really. But we made it, and we're going to the state championship. No matter what happens next week, you are all winners because you play as a team.
That's beautiful. Did you hear that? I said, did you hear that?
Every player has their role. There are no weak links.
Incredible. This man has a way with words.
You all did great today. But I mean, there is one person who did the same level as all of you, just fantastic, but better. Kai! Oh, you saved our butts out there.
Who, me?
3 stars for you. Triple play, 2 stolen bases.
The thing I like about your helmet is it still looks new.
Hey, stand up. Come on. In fact, take a bow. Bask in it.
Oh, thanks, everybody.
Wait, is everyone bowing? You should probably bow too, right?
Yeah.
Actually, sit down. I take it back.
Hey, Laurie, you see my sick video? You're internet famous.
Really?
Let me just take a look first. I'll handle this. Oh, that's not good. I know how to handle this. Laugh really hard. Harder. I don't believe you. Come on, give it to me.
You win. Why would you post that?
Because it's comedy gold.
You're just a sad little boy who is picking on her because you like Laurie.
Excusez-moi.
You win.
You doofus.
Doofus.
I can't date a teammate.
You can't, silly doofus.
I don't like Laurie. I like Taylor.
Huh? This is really easy.
You okay?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see him like that.
But it's like not an indefinite no.
Roshi! Oh my gosh, look who's driving the car! Who let him drive the car? I'm just kidding.
Gotta go. See you at school.
Let's just replay all the mistakes you made today. Number 1.
Shoot, shoot, shoot! Don't think, just shoot!
Dad! Oh. Hey, Kai.
Hey, Laurie.
Be cool, be cool, be cool.
Want to practice?
Bad idea. Say you gotta go to the bathroom. Go wash your hair. Go wash your horse. Say you love horses.
Come on.
Okay. That's okay. Next one. Just make contact.
Ori, you paying attention? This is good stuff. She said to hit the ball. I think I suggested this a month ago to hit the ball. Nobody listens to me. Just half the stuff I say is hit the ball, hit the ball. I feel like a broken record. Hit the ball, hit the ball, hit the ball, hit the ball.
Kai! I finally... Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry. What do I do? Oh, remember you... Hey, you got a hit. Nice.
What happened? Kai, are you okay? I mean, where does it hurt? Just tell me exactly what happened.
Laurie, what did you do?
I'm gonna take you to urgent care, okay?
It's okay. I'm good. I promise. I'm good.
Sure? You sure you can play?
Please help me to be forgiven for...
They're there. I'll never leave you. Let's just replay all the mistakes you made today. First, Mr. Oh, and then remember, disappoint your dad. Kai. That's some deep.
Strike two! I mean, one!
Everybody in! Move in!
Sorry.
The ball is coming! The ball is coming! Shoulder on!
Strike two!
That was high!
Are you serious, Blue? That was high.
I think you swung though.
I know, Martin! This is your last shot. Your moment for greatness. Earn your spot on the team. Not everyone is looking at you.
Time, Blue! Hey, kiddo. Are you having fun?
Loads.
Is your head in the game? Where are you right now?
I'm right here!
Can you wiggle your arms? Come on, shake it off. Be a noodle. Be a noodle. Come on, let's be noodles together.
Everyone is looking.
Well, let them look. I don't care. Wrap it up. I'll take all day if I need to. I'm talking to my daughter here.
Gosh, Dad, let's just play.
Hey, we aren't playing the game until you look me in the eye and tell me what's going on.
Am I good enough? People say I'm only here because I'm the coach's kid.
Well, they're wrong. I mean, they're right that you are the coach's kid, for sure. Technically, it is nepotism. I mean, but like, it's... Hey, it's all coming together for you.
Really?
It's never been about being the best. It's about trying your best.
Wow. Dad.
Ah, there you are. Just relax and let the game come to you.
You got it, Dad. I know what I must do. I have faith. I will get on base. For my team.
Look at his eyes. Unless it's a home run, he's not
For
gonna
Kai.
love you. All of his people.
And for you, Father.
Hey, Rochelle. The knight knelt down and removed his heavy helmet and said, "From the moment I laid
It's the
eyes
last
on you."
page. Do the voices.
From the moment I laid eyes on you, I knew
Stop.
that.
I can't take you seriously.
Sorry. Okay. From the moment I laid eyes on you, I knew that you would be the woman I would spend the rest of my life with.
Frank, do you want to get married?
I just think it's too soon. I'm not ready. Maybe someday, but
Okay, sure. Whenever you are ready, pal. I will pick you up a quesadilla sushi roll.
Okay, that was awkward. Listen, Frankie, I'm gonna be honest with you. You really messed it up by leaving this park.
it's not my private life is none of your business.
Dude, you gotta move on.
Out.
All right.
Scoot, it's my lunchtime now.
Okay.
It's my sacred time.
Nothing to be ashamed
Thank
about.
She's right. Okay, I'm not one to pry, but when I see sad puppies, I gotta help those sad puppies.
Francis, stop getting in my business. I'm perfectly happy with my life.
Whatever you say. You know I know everything that goes on at this school, right? And Dunsies, here you go. I downloaded a dating app for you.
What?
You're welcome.
Hey, give me my phone.
So think of it like a game, like a risk-free game that will just totally fix your very broken life.
My life doesn't need fixing. Hey, how does it work?
Okay, you just build your profile. Likes, dislikes, a few cute pics. Yeah, not this one. This will do.
Okay. Hey, don't go through my photos. That's not for you. That's not for you.
How old are you? Like 40?
Well, I'm 32.
Really? Wait, really? For reals? Really?
Excuse me. Please leave.
Toodles!
Shangela, I love you, but by nature, I can never be with you without hurting you.
I'll take that risk.
Frank, you're single.
Ah.
Here you go, Frank. Your single soy latte. I was so excited for you to come in today, Frank. I just couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. Frank, I couldn't wait. Here's your coffee. Extra hot.
Wow. Thanks, Lena.
Okay, Frank. See you tomorrow, hopefully.
Hey, Lena.
Frank! I bet you're about to say something funny. You kill me.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure. Hey.
Yeah, huh? You're gonna have to speak up. Breathe from your stomach and then be loud.
Do you want to have a coffee?
Yeah, I just had some. Suddenly I have 5 screenplay ideas.
Right. Yeah. Do you want to have coffee with?
Oh, with you? Like on a date?
What?
Man,
Yeah, you probably don't want to.
Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
well, I gotta go
was just trying to
anyway.
get you a coffee. I was just being nice.
Yeah, got my coffee.
Oh, God, I can't believe this happened again. Everything okay? Do you need water? I don't know if we have water.
No, I prefer.
Nobody laugh at Frank and stare at Frank.
burn.
Seriously, guys, stop. He's
coffee.
hurt. Leave him alone. He's like a younger brother to me, you guys.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'll go. Probably gonna hit the gym to do a workout. Yeah, bye.
I have a small iced coffee for a scene. Sean. Your name's Sean. I'm so sorry. Have a great day, scene. Sean. I'm sorry.
Are you? Making this fake version of yourself. I am an independent person. No. I'm called Frank. I'm independent. I like pizza. Sorry. No, I don't think so. Okay, she does look nice.
What are you doing this weekend?
I don't know. I have no life. Grading exams. Oh, I've got a lot on. Just heaps of stuff. Very busy. How about you? Stupid game. I don't need a buffet of options. I know what I like.
Let me see. That's...
What? Hey, give me my phone.
Frankie Pooh, it's not that difficult. Pizza. Oh, come on now. This just breaks my heart. Have you stopped trying?
It's over? Frank, you aren't even trying. Why are you being so defensive?
I've made my decision.
Hey, hello. Do you want this or do you not, my friend? Do you want it?
Yeah. Yes. Of course.
Oh, look, I'm fully invested now. Okay, you've got me fully invested, Frank. I am in. Are you in? I'm your wingman, Frank. I'm not leaving.
I'm called Frank. I'm independent, but trying to be open to new experiences. And a heart for you. Sure, why not? Cool. Oh, not you. Ah.
Would you ever want to be abducted by aliens?
Who's to say I haven't been already?
You're funny. What do you like to do for fun?
Oh, wow. I read romantic sci-fi novels.
Oh, nice.
How about you? What do you do for fun?
I love to cook.
Me too. I love to cook. What's your favorite dish?
Have you read Quantum Innocence?
Have I? Are you crazy? I wrote my own sequel where no one was innocent. You like that too?
Yeah, and finally I left them. Well, have you ever had your heart broken?
I think I broke my own heart. I broke things off before she could.
Oh, heavy. You know, I like talking to you. So, what are you up to this weekend?
Do you want to get spaghetti? I'm free Friday.
Frankie,
Oh,
is this a bad time?
yes. No, I mean, no. I have a parent-teacher conference, but it's...
How are you?
I'm...
So, I've been meaning to tell
Buenos
you.
dias, hello. It is
Oh.
me. I am here. Traffic was a nightmare.
You know what? Never mind. Good luck with the parent-teacher conference. Bye.
Have you ever honked your horn before? Like really late on it, like beep. I mean, what a rush.
Right. Well, as I said, Rochelle was involved in a cheating incident. Usually the
Beep,
disciplinary
beep.
action...
Let me stop you right there. Rochelle said she didn't cheat on any tests, so she didn't cheat.
Well, of course she said she didn't do anything.
Please walk me through what you think happened.
Well, she was in the class. Everybody's taking the test. I'm watching them like a hawk. It is heads up, pencils down, but she's got a piece of paper and she was gonna pass it.
Passing or about to pass?
About to pass.
Was she or was she not in possession of the cheat sheet?
She was near it, and I assumed...
Assumed? So you assumed guilt?
Yes. I mean, no.
Rochelle said that another kid asked her to pass it. Do you know what you were doing?
I thought I knew what I was doing, what I wanted. But lately, I'm second-guessing myself.
You don't want to regret making the wrong call here.
I already do. I feel like I've made a big mistake. I shouldn't have being so quick to call it.
Exactly! She's red again, folks! Oh, look at me. Doing the most. Vanextra. Listen, the first step is just admitting you made the error. It's never too late to make the right call.
Hey, Vanessa, I'm sorry I wasted your time.
No, you didn't. It was nice to talk to an actual adult for once. You know, I gotta tell you, you're Rochelle's favorite teacher. She says you're tough, but you're fair. And she loves your accent. She thinks it's hilarious. Good on ya. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, I realized I haven't moved on from my ex, but I'd love to be friends! I'm coming, Monica!
Here you go. I got this, Frank. Keep going. I believe in you. Fly, Frank, fly!
Guess who isn't single? I am locked down. We sealed the deal.
Safe.
Hey everyone, I wanted to give a special shout out to our collaborator, Two Nerds Candle Company. Not only do they have great products, but they are also giving back to a great cause. You can tell that they take a lot of pride in making their candles. My favorite is Spock's Monday Coffee. They are also donating 10% annually to support Women in STEM, which stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. You can use our code DSP or go to our link tree to get 20% off your entire order. We think that this company is great, and we think you will too. So go check them out. All right, and we're back again.
We're back and we're live. Just as live as my STD's about to be. Go there.
I don't know. It's either you're gay or you have STDs.
I don't know. It's like I haven't even touched anyone. It's like
and you're just gonna be fucking women who have STDs.
How would I do that?
Like, what are you doing to
I don't
yourself?
know.
This
It's not
is
even-
you going out to the world.
It's like the world's. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be
You want
fine.
to give me STDs? I'm your guy.
I knew it.
I'm your
I'm
petri
just-
dish.
Someone just give me some warm apple pie. I'm done with this already.
Jesus Christ! Wow.
Get to the show.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's just get into it. So we're covering the show Win or Lose by Disney and Pixar. It is on Disney Plus. No name changes to that brand. Fucking HBO. Dumb shit. They're like, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't call it Max anymore. Like, yeah, everybody just calls it HBO anyway.
They changed it again?
Yeah, it's back to HBO
It's so
Max.
fucking stupid, man. How many
It's
times
so
are they gonna
dumb.
flip it?
They just need to leave it alone. Just leave it alone. HBO Max. Perfect.
Yep.
It's fine.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. All right, there we go. Anywho, we're gonna be following Win or Lose, which is an animated miniseries produced by Pixar. And yeah, I mean, like I said, follows middle school softball team as they're trying to get their way to the championship game and win it all. And the first character that they have is actually Laurie. Now, Laurie is the daughter of the coach of the team, Pickles. And she has zero confidence, as well as she's not that great at softball, right? And that plays a part into kind of who she is, right? And what is happening. And so the first scene that we have is her and this sweaty monster. We'll just call Sweaty.
Hey, who hasn't been a sweaty monster? Let's be real. Yeah. Just a fat pile of shit some days. Continue.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Once again, confidence in dating. Great. We'll
Yeah,
get to
it
that
should
later.
be good.
Anywho, so they win their game to get into the championship. But then all of a sudden, this monster just appears out of nowhere from her sweat. And so the one thing that she wants is her dad's approval, which, what kid doesn't? And so she's just sitting there, and this sweaty monster just keeps on nagging her, keeps on talking to her. At first, it's very small, and it's a pester. It's annoying, right? It's right here. But and we'll see as time goes on, it kind of grows and grows. And then the way it talks, it's a little bit more creepy and a little bit more deep into like her insecurities and her anxiety. Um, Also, a good thing to note for Laurie is that she is religious, and every night she prays to God, which I thought was interesting because you don't really get to see that a lot in cartoons anymore, especially the religious side of things. They like to kind of keep that hush hush on a lot of things. And yeah, I mean, and then before we get into it, also, another quote that this little monster says is, "Let's replay all the mistakes you made today." Now, Lori, when she hears that, she just kicks it away. It's like, whatever, you're annoying. Um, but then once it grows and grows, it's like she actually starts listening to it, and she actually does start doing that replay, especially while she's asleep. We'll get into that later. But um, would you say this is a good representation of anxiety, or just someone who has insecurities? Would you use this clip for any of like your students or
100%.
for your clients that you have?
100%.
Yeah, let me know what do you think about this scene?
So it kind of reminds me when the Big Mouth TV series was actually good. I think it was like season 2. They had the anxiety, like mosquito. And
Right,
so that was
right.
like some pretty good episodes. Then they had the depression cat that sat on that girl. So both of those, it reminded me of like a mixture of those two. So we talk about all the time, Spence, is like it's this little thing that's on your shoulder, or it's this little whisper that you've been told for years. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. You suck. So many students, and we're going to talk about it here in a second, they've been telling me this week, this was rough. It was like I was getting shot like 50 Cent, like 3 times, 9 times in the chest, man. And they were like, I'm fat, I'm dumb, I'm ugly, I'm worthless. I'm like, gee, they dropped the R word too. I'm like, Jesus Christ, kid. And it's constant years of being told certain things, or like you are not enough. And eventually it kind of sits with you. So as you see it as a little kid, so maybe the monster doesn't get that big for everyone, Spence. But it starts there. It forms out of the fucking ooze. And then it sits on your shoulder, in the back of your head, in your subconscious. And then it kind of slowly gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And as we've seen in the next scenes, it's kind of like Homeboy. It's kind of now it's like this armor that's always on you that you always push people away, because that demon, that whisper, those ghosts that you talk to at night, which is this little sweaty monster, they're just there. 100% will use this. A lot of my neurodivergent kids, a lot of my girlies will love this because it's a very playful, very funny way to introduce mental health, anxiety, coping mechanisms. Like this will be easy. And it's a quick show too, instead of like a long movie, Spence. Yeah. Disney Plus stuff, anything cute like this, fantastic.
Yeah.
Definitely going to use it. I like how it was formed out of sweat, which means that it's out of like a physiological reaction, Spence, to like anxiety or stress. So your heart rate's probably going up. You're getting hot because your body's like, uh-oh, we need to move. We need to do something. We need to run. Then the sweat kicks up. Why does the sweat kick up? Because it's trying to cool down your body's temperature. And then the negative thoughts come. So I think it's a really good representation of the physiological effects of anxiety, not just the talking ones. We tend to forget to talk about both. We saw it in Inside Out, but you really don't, you see her like deep breathing and tweaking. We've seen it in the Puss in Boots episode that me and Spence did, but sometimes you don't always hear the talking behind it too. So I think it's a good representation. I'm glad you brought it.
Yeah. And then also something to know as well, that we see throughout the episode is that her parents are also in the middle of like, they're going to get divorced.
Oh.
So that also plays a part as well.
Real shit though.
Yeah. And this is what I really liked about Disney and Pixar was like these adult themed subjects, but they're for kids. And I think when we dumb down certain media, that hurts not only the product, but it also hurts the message that kids are just dumb and can't understand these things. When they aren't. They are not dumb and they can understand this. Like, and even if they don't understand it at that time, you grow up and you're like, oh shit, I remember that. That's crazy. That was actually pretty deep. And I think this is the type of product that I love seeing because we can actually have these conversations about it and be like, wow, this is actually really deep, even though it's a kid's show. I really hope that they keep on this track to actually having those deep conversations and deep topics too.
Yep.
So
love it. I mean, so recently I've had a couple clients, Spence, that love reading books. And so our homegirl, so she did the thing with the bibliotherapy and just came out with the book. I'm completely blanking on her name right now. It's the bibliotherapy in the Bronx. The book just came out. It looks fantastic. So we had her on. We did We Need to Poo with her. And so we're using the books like we use the podcast for movies, right? And so we're, discussing and breaking down mental health, scenes, characters. And why do I bring this up now is because I got some other kids that will like this because they're like, yep, that's me. Let's replay everything that you did wrong today. And then they just sit there at night and their eyes get real big-eyed, bug-eyed. And then it's very accurate, man. I'm glad that they're doing these things. Kids are ingesting and seeing everything that's going on. Just because they don't have big trauma doesn't mean that there isn't shit still there that adds to like the stress and overwhelming and pressure. So maybe a lot of you listening, well, no one beat me or abused me or assaulted me, but maybe your parents argued a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. But sometimes your parents being very successful, very educated, good jobs, that adds stress. Sometimes your sibling being highly educated adds stress, adds pressure. Maybe one of your siblings good at athletics, and then you're kind of like the nerdy, weird one that just, falls down when you walk. It adds a level of like, I'm not good enough, which then can ooze into almost every single thing in your life. So it doesn't always have to be massive stress spent. Sometimes it could just be, maybe it's a okay divorce, but then maybe it's athletic and you're not as good as the other people. You're not getting the stars on the helmet.
Yeah.
Trust me, that shit's a bitch when you're playing like high school football and you're getting these things. So ours was the Big Reds. It's probably racist now, but we all had these little fucking tomahawks that went on our helmets when we did good. Bro, when you got a tomahawk, bro, them helmets look so fucking sick. I'm like, I'm the fucking man.
Everybody put the star, like, it was for us. It was like the stars. They put on like the helmets. They like put them all on. My shit was clean.
Yeah, my shit. She said my helmet looks new, but we'll get that in the scene. But like, no one's will be. I ain't gonna lie. I hate this fucking team, Ohio State, but their helmets are sick as fuck, bro.
They are. Those are some sick helmets. I will say though, for a bit, of course, being from Minnesota, the Big M. I love the Big M that they put on our helmets now.
Yep.
I think they're pretty dope. Especially when they do like the matte.
Yep, I love the matte stuff. If they were to give y'all stickers though, like little M stickers or something, like little gophers, a little gopher might be too cute though.
That'd be too cute.
It's
They'd be
cute.
like, damn, we gotta sell these because everybody wants them.
That'd be too cute. It'd have to be like a
Minnesota Gophers. Got a marketing.
It'd be like a rabid, like rabies gopher. That might be more terrifying.
Yeah, they would love that.
Yep.
Yeah,
you gotta have that on your helmet. Yeah, it's like the sticker's got to be scary. It can't be like some gay ass gopher. Jesus Christ.
Not that.
Happy Pride Month, everyone. Happy Pride Month.
Yeah. Hey, when we say gay, we mean it well.
We mean it with love. I'm going to Pride next week.
Oh, nice.
No, not this weekend. It is the 13th and the 14th of June. Can't wait to go. I think it's the right thing to do also, or just to show support for the community that's getting kind of shit on. So I'm gonna go take Celine, go check it out.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah. And you know what? Forgot to bring it up, but I just want to do it real quick. I want to do him justice. All right. So, just a reminder, real quick. Jonathan Joss, who played most famously John Redgorn in King of the Hill, was gunned down and murdered in front of his house, along with like his dog and his partner, who was also shot. His partner is alive, but him and his dog actually passed away. And so, talking about Pride Month, we also want to talk about how people can be hateful and take things to a deadly extreme. Now, if you don't agree with just LGBTQ and all that stuff, fine. But when you go to the lengths of actually killing or hurting somebody, then I think that's a huge problem. And people need to realize that these things should not be affecting them that much where they need to resort to violence because somebody is gay and things like that.
Wow.
So just want to take some time to talk about him, and also just the fact that it's a very disgusting behavior from people who just view others differently. So
Facts, 100% support it. I'm glad that we randomly segued into that and Pride Month and that. It's the violence what we see with folks, man. It's just like, why? Like, why do you care? Why is there so much hate? Why are there so much incongruence with this? Why? Rest in power, rest in peace, especially when the show was getting ready to come back and, one of the figures gets gunned down. It's just terrible. And we see all the hate around the world just in general, and just won't let people live their lives and want to control people's minds, bodies. It's sad. So again, if you can do anything to support folks that are LGBTQ, that are queer, if you could go to Pride, if maybe you donate, things like that. Maybe you just check in on your people. Maybe you celebrate with your people this week and you eat in this month and you get some barbecue, something like that. Do something. Just much love and appreciation to all the queer folks that listen to us, because we know it's a good majority of you that identifies that. So much appreciation. Whew. So,
all right.
Yeah, let's transition to some scenes.
Yeah, let's do the next one. So Laurie, she is like, okay, championship games coming up, and I want to get better. So, does the whole action sequence where she's, training her butt off. And she's doing it to the point of exhaustion, where there's no way you're going to be healthy the way you're going. Like, she trains every day,
Obsessively.
gets up obsessively, to the point where people are like, you good? Everything okay? And and as that's going on, this sweat monster is also getting bigger. And as she's on the practice field waiting for her dad, her teammate actually comes on, who's the star player, and he's like, hey, want to hit some balls, help her practice, get better, which was pretty cool to do. And then she finally, after missing like every pitch, and I don't know how long they're out there, but she was missing them all. But then finally, after that little sweat monster is getting her annoyed, she finally hits it, but then hits her teammate Kai in the face.
Shocked.
And
I was
knocked her out.
shocked.
Like, oh, about to turn into that Disney show.
Yep.
She did. He did.
They killed a black woman.
No, not again. Like, uh-oh. And then she's arrested for a hate crime. Anyways,
Facts.
going. And then her dad comes in, and immediately it's like, what did you do? Turned very scary there. And then once again, that monster keeps growing and growing because once again, she disappointed her dad by hurting the star player of the team. And the dad just didn't realize any of this shit, which it's, that's realistic. Like a lot of the times parents, they just don't know like some of their actions that they do
No.
or the lack thereof
Yep.
of any words at all actually hurts their kid more
Yep.
than them not saying anything at all. And so um, then we get this scene where she's sitting in her bed. She's laying up, watching her stars, and she starts to pray, but then all of a sudden that anxiety gets right in her face and tells her, like, come on, let's be together now. Let's morph into one. And then she tells her, let's replay all the mistakes you made today. But now she's actually doing it and she's replaying all of those
Correct.
things while in the bed. What is it about being in your bed, trying to sleep, and then all of a sudden, like you just think back of all the, especially if you've done something where it was really traumatizing or anything, or even if it's in the
Small things.
past.
Oh, small
You can
anything.
even,
Yeah.
you can think of anything in the past where you're just like, what the fuck? What, like just cringy moments that you've had in your life. What is it about you trying to go to bed and then all of a sudden all this flood of like just everything just comes and gets you? What is?
I would love for folks to answer in the comments on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. What do you have this issue? And also, what do you think that is? I really do feel like it's one of those few times during the day where you're not inundated with stimuli. So your computer, telephone, social media, video games, homework, work. And so you're finally like, I'm gonna lay down. Brah. It's like everything you're finally able to be mindful in the moment and to feel and to process. And normally it's the scary stuff that we want to process. Normally it's the things to be better, the things to work on, how we fucked up. So it's our anxiety that wants us to be better. It wants to protect us, right? Just like the Inside Out characters I have. But in actuality, it just overwhelms us and then it makes us obsessive. And then we end up staying up and it messes up our night and our sleep. Then we feel like shit the next day. And then we most likely mess up more the next day because we're too tired. And because we're so tired, we can't slap away anxiety like she did in that first clip. And then eventually starts eating at you, Spence. And she gets so heavy that now it starts to depress you. And now the depression starts to make it where you can't even get up in the day. So the shame and the depression usually are exacerbated by the stress and anxiety. So why is that? I think it's because the stimuli and we can finally sit with our thoughts. I know there's something specifically because I'm not listening to music anymore, Spence, in the car or at my workouts. I'm not like melting down and like having crying spells at the gym because I'm not processing any emotions. Like I'll put on a TV show or a basketball game and it keeps me like distracted and focused on that. But as soon as I put on music, I'll be like, let me feel my feelings. I'm like, oh my God, there's too many of them. Go away.
Yeah.
I've noticed that music, I didn't know that. I haven't listened to really any music in months, like maybe 6-7 months now.
Yeah.
As soon as they come on in the car, like randomly Spotify will kick on. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh.
Why is this so sad? Oh my God. Why is Lucid Dreams on and all this shit? Like, I don't need to hear my boy just start crying.
Here's your top 100 songs. They're all sad.
I know.
No.
I know. But the shows don't do that to me. So I think it's because it forces me to sit in some emotions. Don't get twisted. I still kind of tweak out at night here and there like everybody else. But it's not as bad as it used to be. But for everyone else, it's usually pretty bad because they're so insecure about the choices, what they've done, what they said, how they acted. A lot of my clients right now, Spence, I'm going to actually send her the first episode. After this, I'm going to text her. Well, I might not text her because it'll be like midnight. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, think about you.
Yeah, I know. Like, bitch, get out of here. Pervert. Pedophile.
Jesus Christ.
But I accidentally did text a client at midnight the other day because I was completely disoriented on what time it was. And I was like, fuck. Don't send shit at midnight. But I'm going to send her that first clip because it's so spot on with what she deals with. And so, and she'll listen to the pod too. I know she will. She always does. But it's the way in which we talk to ourselves, in which we're almost disrespectful, Spence, and we're almost withholding of any love or goodness or kindness. We like punish ourselves at night.
Right.
And it's like, well, you know what? I ate too much, or I didn't exercise, or I didn't sleep well, or I fucked up on that exam, or man, that was a cringe thing that I said, or like I said, like the little girlie, she thought that one boy was flirting with her, and then he's like, I don't like you, girl. And I write that, how cringe is that? So we tend to be very negative at nighttime, man. And then it leads in us to withholding any goodness.
Yeah. I think she had like her thing that was good was like her praying and just being like, please get me better. Please get me better. But then
it's
anxiety
overpowered.
got in front of that. And so now she's not even thinking about that stuff or even thinking about like her religion anymore. It's more about just like, oh God, what have I done to make myself and maybe even disappointed my father even more? Not just being a bad player, but then also hurting the good player. Like, that's pretty tough, man. Like, if you're not pulling your weight and then you hurt
the top player,
other, like, that's pretty bad, man.
Yep.
That's pretty bad.
Imagine
especially
the panic
for a championship,
brother. And her dad's like the sweetest guy, so he's not even like a monster. But
no,
let's zone in on that. So a lot of us will hear something, but then we morph it into like this weird demonic or mean or negative. We hear like the worst in what people say sometimes. And they're like, they didn't even mean to say it like that. They didn't say it like that, but you interpreted it horrifically. Because the dad's like, what did you do? Very kindly. And she's like, what did you do?
Yeah.
And that's not reality. But when you're not living in reality and you're very shameful and you're scared of your dad because you don't want to disappoint him, you're probably going to hear it in a negative way. She sounds like a very much all or nothing girly. She feels like she sucks in everything, so she's just nothing. And so she locks in, gets super obsessive, practices. Reminds me a lot of my clients, Spence, is they grow up with like this, I need to be better when they're young, and then it morphs into like legit perfectionism and OCD, obsessiveness, overworking, burnout. A lot of damaged, insecure children, I'm going to specifically point out a gender, women, will have this where they need to be better. And it's like, no, girl, you're fine. Like, you are good. You're doing really good. You don't need to be the best. You don't need to stay up for fucking 14 hours to do this exam. You don't need to starve yourself to make sure that you're the thinnest version of yourself because you think that you're prettier that way. And with a lot of dudes, it's not always how we respond. So I love that we're using the girly in that. I love that we showed the obsessiveness, but she's still not getting better. So I guarantee you she treats herself like shit afterwards. Another small pivot before I forget. The praying thing. I love that you brought this up. We haven't talked about religion in a good way in a while. I have a lot of clients, Spence, that we use religion in therapy in the process. Prayer can be very mindful, can be very meditative. You sit down with yourself, you're being very connected with God. You're paying attention to your breathing. Maybe you have your rosary if you're Catholic, right? And so you're playing with that. Maybe you're going into the church itself or the temple itself. You're going to these places that are very meditative, very calm, very relaxing. A lot of my clients with high anxiety, Spence, that are religious, let's go into church. Let's go to worship because they feel like they're getting that rejuvenative, whatever, force. They're getting that good sauce from God. Why? Because God normally, as long as it ain't, I'm going to just be racist here. Some of them white gods are like super shameful and like horrible and mean and hateful. Most of our gods of color is like, I love you, you're my child, I made you in my image. A very loving and forgiving God.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
It's like, I kill them all. Like, shit.
Jesus, you're horrible. You're a sinner. I mean, a lot of the Catholic shit, man. It's just like, you're always going to be horrible. You're a piece of shit. Like, there's just no redemption. It's like, fuck, why do I even try?
Catholic guilt.
Yeah, it's like, I'm about to eat all the apples in this motherfucker. Fuck you. Jesus. What are white women at?
Shout out to Eve.
Shout out to Eve.
Fucking brought us down. Fucking asshole. All you had to do was not eat the fucking apple. That's all you had to
and you did it.
do.
Look what you
and
did.
you did it.
Women
just remember, a white woman made sure we couldn't get into heaven.
Well, in the Bible, it's a white woman. In reality, it had to have been an Arab or an African. But whatever.
I don't know what it is anymore.
That bitch had blue eyes. I'll tell you that.
I'm not saying she white. She fell for a snake. I'm just saying she white.
How many black people you know eating apples? You know.
How many white women you see talking to snakes? All of them.
All of them. They all snakes. Take one to know one, you know.
Right.
Jesus, how do we pivot so badly?
I don't know.
So religion, we're such idiots. Why do people listen to us? And no, love religion for some of my clients, dude.
Yeah.
Because if they want to be with God, they can't be shitting on God's creation. So I love that she's praying. Right. She's doing her best at night to do her rituals, her self-care. She get all up in her bed, cuddled up, and then that little sweat monster, that little demon sits on her. Very, very sad, man. Sometimes even all your coping skills and mechanisms won't help you when that voice just keeps getting heavier, heavier, and heavier. As we get to the next scene, we'll talk more about, her dad and connection. But those moments when you feel like you've let your parents down, my guy, I mean, those are probably the worst moments. The few times I've looked at my father, and he's never yelled at me about, he's yelled at me about some shit, but he's never yelled at me in like disappointment because of something.
Yeah.
Right? Never hit me, none of those horrible things, right? But like, motherfucker would look at you when he was disappointed, and he was like,
Yeah.
And I'd be like, you ain't even got to say nothing. I know I fucked up.
Yeah,
I know I fucked up. And those are the things that sit with you, my guy. And you're like, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do this. I'm going to grind this out for Pops. When I was legit wanting to die and attempted to take my own life was when I got kicked out of school. And that was just it. Just my Pops he was calm. But I can't believe that I had put him through that. I can't believe that he had to watch me get arrested and put into a cop car. I can't believe that the officers tried to fucking arrest him, and I put him in that position to be arrested again. That was horrible, dude. And I remember being kicked out of school for like months and months and months, and just sitting there, and I just had to live in it. And he had just bought me a new car too before that. It's just like, how did I fuck this up? So when that little girl was like, what did you do? I get it. You just made the worst mistake you could. And it's tough, man. And whether you're a big kid like me, whether you're a young adult, whether you're a child, they weigh on you. And I've got many clients that always tell me, Spence, you can do better. You can do better. You can do better. That dad didn't say that. He just said, like, I don't need you to be perfect, girl. I just want you to have fun and try your best. But you don't hear it.
Yeah, it's true. And just when, like, it's the smallest things that really make a kid just perk up about like their parents, especially if it's like a parent who doesn't really say much and stuff like that. Just like the little things always go a long way.
Yeah.
And it's like the easiest thing of all time. Easiest thing. Even if you overdo it sometimes. But like saying, like, every time I say goodbye to my mom, I like, love you, good night, stuff like that. Just because you never know, right? It's one of those things where you're like, you never know. And as when you're a young kid, you don't really understand that. And you're just like, oh my God, I can't love you.
Get
Oh
out of
my
here.
God. Go away, Mom.
I'm doing
I'm
my
trying to go to a
homework.
mall. Homework. Fuck. Never did that shit. Um, but you take for granted those things. And I bet he's been like a good dad
I
throughout
guarantee it.
her years and stuff like that. Maybe he wasn't like the most affectionate. Maybe he was just a little bit more quiet than usual. Maybe, but he was also trying to make sure like she didn't get special treatment because she was his daughter on the team.
It could have been. It could have been a bunch of different things. Dude, I've seen it the other way, Spence. I've seen people be suicidal because they're not doing good enough. And because the parents were actually so good, like so good to them and loving, supporting financially, emotionally, physically, they're like, I'm a fucking loser and a piece of shit. Like, my parents are awesome. Why do I suck? And I'm like, kid, like, I don't deserve my parents. I should die. And I'm like, no.
Like, what as a parent can you do
You're
in
fucked.
that situation?
You can't do anything.
You can't do it. You can't win. You can't be abusive asshole. You can't be loving.
You can't be too good.
You can't be too good, or else they're just like, wow, you are too much. You're too good.
I can't disappoint you because you love me so much. And it's like,
It's
fuck.
like, what the fuck?
It's like you gotta love them, and then you gotta slap them around a little.
Jeez. Talk a little bit of shit behind their back, but they can hear it.
You gotta
It's
fat
like,
shame them. Yeah,
man. They can't fit their clothes anymore. What the fuck?
You sure you need to have that extra cupcake, honey?
Yeah, you sure you need another cookie?
Yep.
Huh?
You're looking a little gay today, honey. You might want to butch it up. Jesus Christ.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Why?
No.
We were good with the cookies and shit.
No, I'm sorry. It wasn't me. It's
Anywho.
Patricia.
Anywho.
But it's true, man. I've seen it. You never know. Parents, do your best.
Yeah.
Do your best. Show for your kids. Get them to talk. And if you can't get them to talk, you have them see some knucklehead like me, and I can help them talk to you more.
God.
Great scenes, dude. I love these scenes. What's up? You hope what?
I just hope to God my kid ain't fucking that annoying. I already know they're gonna be fucking headstrong. I already know.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Me and
ADHD as shit too.
Dom is already fucking. She knows she's just headstrong. So am I. I'm so
She's about to be anxious. You're gonna be chill.
anxious, or she's about to be such like a fucking bratty asshole. It's gonna be hilarious.
Oh, I was talking about Dom's gonna be anxious, so the kid's gonna be trying to fight against the anxiety. Yeah.
No, that's the thing. I think when it comes to being a parent, I think she'll be just fine.
Oh,
I think
good.
He's gonna be actually the strict one. I'm gonna be
Oh,
the
100%.
fun dad.
Yeah, I know you're gonna be the fun dad. Yeah, you're gonna be like, it's fine, kid. Here's
Yeah, it's all right. Keep on going. All right.
it's fine. Here's a bag of chips. Sleep it off. What?
Here's some Lays. You got some Lays? All right.
Yeah. Did you
got your
smoke?
good night Lays? Good night Lays.
Yeah.
All right. So,
You want to talk about it? Let's eat some pizza. It's gonna be so good.
pizza.
The kid's like a year old. Like, why is he eating pizza?
Why? Pepperoni? You know that shit? Why? It's so greasy.
I can see it.
1-year-old.
I can see it.
Put her in her bottle.
Starting this kid young, muscle milk.
Yeah. That's right.
Hey,
Bluffers.
black and white, Caribbean too. Like this kid's gonna be strong.
I think we're gonna have some good looking kids. I'm gonna be honest.
Yep. Good hair.
Good looking kids.
Good skin.
I don't need them to be. If they want to be an athlete, great. If not, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I won't be pushy. But if they want to, then I'll be like, it's on now.
You gotta
There's
push
like
them
the
to
scene
read.
in Malcolm in the Middle
Okay.
where like Malcolm talks to his dad and he's just like, I want to learn how to rollerblade like you, Dad. And then he just turns and then the lights go down and there's a spotlight on his face and he's just like, if you go down this road, there's no going back.
None.
Son. No going back. Bryan Cranston. Shout
Bryan
out to you.
Cranston.
All right.
Was there a third scene for her or no?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah. All right. So the third scene is championship game. And that big blob, that blob is weighing her down now. Literally. Like she's here. She's looking like an old grandma with back spasms.
Like a hunchback.
And it's weighing her down. And now she's up at bat with the game pretty much on the line. And So she swings and she's got 2 strikes. And then her dad calls her over and he's just trying to pep talk her, like, hey, what's going on out there?
Shaky
But
leg.
then all of a sudden, shake it up. We're being some noodles, which doesn't make the situation any better. She gets embarrassed. Of course, why wouldn't you? And she, all of a sudden, after he asks what's going on, so she finally opens up, and the sweat monster consumes her, and now she is the sweat monster. Um, I, once you see like the other point of view of this, she's just sad.
I know.
Sad girly. And her dad finally gets to support her and be like, hey, just do your best. All right. That's all I need from you. Just do your best and we'll go from there. That's it. And then she's like, oh shit. Okay, great. So then she gets a fist bump from her dad, which she's always wanted. And now the little sweat monster shrinks because now she has confidence. She's actually ready to be the sacrificial lamb for the team. And then she gets hit by a ball to get out. She's like, this is for you, father. And then, which is hilarious because you see the other point of view and she just gets domed right in the fucking head.
I'm not gonna lie,
she didn't make
Spence.
any sacrifice
I
at all.
was shocked. Shocked.
That big ass ball just
Bro, when she's like, I'm gonna do this, I'm so confident, and then like the sweat monster goes away and she's like, yeah, I can fucking got this. She's hyping herself up. I'm like, she's about to knock it out of the park because that's every Disney show you've ever seen. And she's like, I'm gonna do this for you, father, and then leans in, just gets fucking annihilated by the baseball. And I was like, okay, that happened. My autism definitely got a little tingle there. I got a little tingle in the berries there. That was interesting.
Jesus Christ. Why?
I was like, I did not see that coming, dude. That fucked me up. I was laughing so hard. Girl, the way she just leaned into it. I'm like, girl, you disabled now. Like,
Fuck it.
like, bitch, you gonna be drooling the rest of your life.
I know. Why'd she take her helmet off? What the fuck? Is she trying to get
bitch, is she committing suicide?
I think she did. I think she just gave up. She's like, fuck it.
I'm done.
Got my dad's approval. That's all.
I can't get any better than this. It can't get better than this.
That's a high.
It's a high. Well, you're just gonna disappoint your parents, people. Just
just take a ball to the face and it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Main story. Take a ball to the face.
Wild. Brother.
Yeah.
So it was a wild turn of events to see like that monster crush her.
Yeah.
Make her unable to focus, to think, to swing her arms. You see where the dad starts talking to her, she gets more in her head. She can't even, so you're seeing the physical symptoms of anxiety play out again, where now it's the numbness. Now it's the, I don't even know where my limbs are at in my body. Like I can't function. And then she becomes the monster and she says, am I good? Am I enough? So now it's the deep, deep shame and like worthlessness. And the dad's like, baby girl, what's wrong with you? And then she rescinds even more. And he said, girl, it's just about trying. Like you're doing okay.
Yeah.
She peeks out to see if it's safe. And then he loves on her. And it's funny too, because everyone Spence goes like, I don't know what to say. What do I do? I don't know what to say to my wife, my child, my friends, my professor. And the dad fucks it up so bad. He's like, well, you are my kid and it is nepotism, but it's like, that's not why you're on the team, but like maybe. And it's like, fuck me. What am I? Focus. So that feels like a very ADHD, like loving dad that's trying, but messes it up. And he still loves his daughter.
Yeah.
Awesome. That was an awesome. No one says the perfect thing, Spence. Like no friend, no partner. Doesn't matter if you're autistic, neurodivergent, or neurotypical. Doesn't matter who you are, color, race, creed. You're going to fuck it up. But long as you're doing your best to support that person, to show up for that person, that's all that really matters. And so he does the right thing by his daughter. She does that little fist bump thing, right? They connect, and which I do with my clients. It's like, let's fucking go. You got this. I got your back, win or lose. But Spence, when I tell clients I got their back, win or lose, they're like, do you think I'm going to lose? I'm like, God damn it, kid. God fuck it. I'm telling you that if you lose, it will be fine. I don't want you to be scared of losing because you're going to go in there and be anxious and kind of freak out, and then you will lose. But if you do it, which could happen, statistically it could happen, it will be fine. We'll work through it. You'll get better. You're going to learn. You're going to grow. You're going to get bigger, faster, stronger. But why don't you just think I'm going to win? Because that's not how life is. And we don't know what's going to happen on game day.
Yeah.
My one person was like, do you think we're going to get divorced? And I'm like, I'm not saying that you're going to. I'm saying that with or without them, you will be fine. You were fine before them. You'll be fine without them. It's hard for a lot of people to hear that, Spence, that everything will be okay. And I don't know why it's so hard for people to hear that. I don't know why it's so hard for his daughter to be like, girl, you've got to calm down. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
It's like, yeah.
A barrier.
Yeah.
It's like, Spence, you probably know this with some of your friends or like people you know and they're like homies. Like someone when they think that they're too bad at something or they suck or they're worthless or they're whatever it is, ugly. And you're like, no, you're funny and you're gorgeous or like you're a good person, you're a great friend. And they're like, no, I don't believe you. And it's like, I don't know what else to tell you I can't force you to believe the good things.
They think that it's like you have to say that.
Which is wild.
Which doesn't make any sense. I don't have to say anything.
I don't have to say it.
I don't. So I think it's their. I think they're also being they're being very heavy-headed.
Heavy-headed. Why do every time you say heavy-headed about things, I always think of that big-ass fucking dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the horn. It's the one from the Power Rangers, the black one. Whatever that one is.
Yeah, Triceratops.
Triceratops? Maybe it's Triceratops. Look at that. We know shit.
Yeah, Triceratops.
That big ass. It's the Barney looking mother, not the Barney one. It was the other character in Barney, the woman.
Yeah, it's Triceratops. I know. There's gonna be some dinosaur nerd in there. Just be like, that's actually the species.
There's actually a cephalopod. Like this is for men. That's for Men in Black. Shut up, cephalopod.
Did you know the T-Rex had feathers? Yeah, we got it. All right, we
feathers?
got it. Yeah, I know.
It's on the balls.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It's just like
you're so gay today. It's June, and you're just like, you know what? There we go.
Rainbows and chocolate pie.
I mean, your favorite was that Superman flavor. So
hey, well, hold a minute. Superman flavor is not gay.
You sure? It's pretty pastel.
Pause. I told someone today if they were like, we were talking about food groups, of course, and what they would be if they were a food. And I said they would be that Pop Rock ice cream. Did you ever eat the ice cream that kind of exploded in your mouth, the Pop Rocks?
Pop Rock ice cream? No.
It was ice cream with those Pop Rocks on it, and it would just be exploding in your mouth like pop, 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 pop.
No, I don't remember that fucking
man, maybe this is like a hood ghetto Saginaw thing, maybe. I don't know.
We had Dippin' Dots and shit.
No. These would pop. These would explode in your mouth.
It was an ice cream.
It was an ice cream. Yeah, they had the birthday cake one, but then there was also the one that had the exploding little Pop Rocks in it.
Never had that one.
I said that's what she was. She was like an exciting like Pop Rock. She's sweet, but also kind of crazy.
You're a hood ice cream, just so you know.
I know. You give me diabetes, girl.
Can you pop in my mouth?
You're just, you're just like all the other white women I know. The devil.
Just pop it.
You give me cancer.
Oh my god.
We gotta get into the other scenes.
You're the one that keeps taking us off the road.
We gotta get into the other scenes.
You're off-roading today. What
it's fun.
fuck?
I had no energy either. I feel like shit. It's fun.
The road with rainbows and crop tops, leather.
Crop tops.
No, they got crop tops.
I didn't say anything about breasts.
No one said.
What do you think your crop top? You think of breasts?
I thought you were talking about man titties.
Whose titties are we talking about? I feel like this is a saline conversation right now. Next. So let's get into this dating stuff because this is like legit.
Yeah. All right. So we have Frank. We have Frank, who's a teacher, but also the umpire for this league. And I think he's Australian or some shit. We'll see. And yeah, he has some so when he's doing his in this first scene when he's doing his umpire thing, he when he's starting to get criticism, he immediately puts up this armor, right? So it helps him protect him from all these things that these parents and stuff like that say, which we know that parents have big problems being at sporting events with their children because they get very passionate. And we also see that Frank is really good at being an umpire. He can spot things from far away. He's doing this all by himself. Usually you have like 2 or 3 umpires around the whole field, but he's doing it all by himself. And then he also sees, he can replay things in his mind and see them clearly. And he even did that for the game-winning play. But like I said, he has this armor. And at first, for being an umpire, this armor is very helpful, right? It can help him from all these comments that people are saying. He's just like, I did a good job. I called it right. See you later, and leaves. But then we also see that in his personal life, he also has this armor, which holds him back for when he's scared. And he sees it as a way to protect himself from being do we want to just go into the second scene?
Yeah, that's fine. So
first scene was kind of
So real quick, we all have a shield, and we all have that defense mechanism, whether it's avoidance, anxious attachment, but we all have that shield that we carry with us. Some of us it's a mask, some of it's a code switch. This scene, real quick, it made me think of all the horrible things you hear when you're an athlete on social media. And so I think about all the athletes that are just getting berated with like horrible shit. You suck. You made me lose my fantasy game. Like you should go kill yourself. I think about the things that are being said to the women in the WNBA, rugby, things like that. It's just some weird shit that gets said to them, specifically girlies. But dudes too. It's like, I'm a human too, my guy. Like you don't just say, I hope you die because you cost me like a $10 bet. It's like, calm down, my guy. Like, some players don't take the game serious, so maybe that's why you hate them.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like there's a lot of ridicule that happens in athletics, and I was seeing him try to bounce it all off as like a mature, grounded individual, and the athletes are constantly having to use their shield. So that's what I envisioned. Just athletes have to do with a lot of shit.
I feel like, so I've been seeing this a lot lately, that especially for the WNBA, they're starting to like get into like the social media sphere as the league is growing. And the problem is that they are not used to the shit talking that the men's
for years
the NBA does. I mean, literally, we just saw Halliburton, like they put his face on Osama bin Laden's face because they beat the Knicks. Like, that's insane.
The internet is wild, dude.
That's like shit talking to a whole other level.
I saw it and I was like, I'm not commenting on this at all.
No. And so it's interesting to see the two dynamics and the way that people on social media, especially for women's sports, are either trying to combat that or they just do it in a different manner that the men's side is just like, they're just not on that level. Because you could have one bad night and they will shit all over you. I had people, like you have people with OKC talking so much shit about them. And you're like, bro, you're in fucking Oklahoma. Let's calm down. All right. Before another
Oh my God, another tornado. Jesus Christ.
Comes in. So they couldn't even fly the Pacers in because there was a tornado warning.
Yep.
That's fucked up. Anywho, but I just find it very interesting that like now they get a taste of like how men's sports
It's
social
bad.
media is and how toxic, but it's also fun being in that sphere.
If you can handle it. If you can handle it and it doesn't destroy
If you
you.
can't handle it, then
because it's not just in like basketball too. It's in MMA. It's in soccer. It's in all of it. And I've done a lot of posts on like Facebook and LinkedIn lately on the podcast, and social media should be fucking with people, bro. Even like someone like Ronda Rousey when she got her ass. Sorry, when she lost a couple times. I'm not gonna say nothing too bad because I don't want her to kick my ass. But she was getting fried.
She also didn't. She kind of did that to herself, though. She was talking a lot of shit.
Hey,
she was talking a lot of shit, talking about her daddy being a pastor and shit, and like and that's where you kind of get in trouble. Is like then you play that villain role, but then they double down on you once you lose.
It's bad.
Right?
She got demolished. That destroyed her for a minute. And you just see with a lot of athletes, a lot of dudes put up with it. And I don't think it's right that the dudes like Westbrook and like the shit that happens in Philly with all the racist shit that people say to like people, and like Westbrook constantly getting belittled. And it's like, calm down. Like you don't get the right. The Westbrook always says is for the Nuggets in Oklahoma City and other places. Just because you pay a ticket doesn't mean you get to dehumanize me. So that's what I thought about when I saw this clip.
Yeah, and also with that, they bring it to like in person too. Like they try to talk shit. Like they can say something in person. I'm just like,
stop.
You're to Westbrook. Like
just
that dude's from LA.
Just stop though. Like you don't just because you pay a couple $100, $400 does not mean you get the right to demean people's humanity. Shit on their game, not their humanity. And certain people saying things about his kids and his race, which are wrong.
Yeah, no. You just talk about their game, and that should be it.
That's it.
Yeah. You
Also, shut the fuck up and watch the game.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Other people are watching. There's kids everywhere. Like, have a good time. So that it made me think of that. Stop being so toxic. The next scene is the pretty much the longest. It's the scene. It's the last scene. The next scene is the last scene.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty much. Yeah, it's a continuation. It's long.
I mean, we can split up, but so with this scene, Frank, we see that he broke up with his longtime girlfriend, and because he got scared that she wanted to marry him, and he was like, "Oh fuck, I don't know if I can do this," and so we see that, and then this weird ass janitor just gets him to go on the dating apps, and then he starts doing this dating app. Now, I really liked how they chose it like it was like a video game.
Yep.
And you do all these different things to try and get these people to like you. And a lot of the times, people don't put things on their profiles, even though it is who they are. For example, he likes those romantic sci-fi novels, and he didn't want to put that. He said, "I like pizza. I'm an independent person." And it falls flat for him because a lot of the time people can sense when you're not being genuine, and that rolls over into who they are dating wise, because you're not going to be your true self, and that'll manifest. Like, say you do start dating somebody, and that'll manifest into something else, and then you start getting depressed and angry at this person, even though you're not being you. So why do that? But in the first iteration of him being on the dating app, he not only like closes blinds and it's like, ooh, it's secretive. This is. He also is wearing the armor in the first iteration of the game, and that's where he is striking out. And then he also strikes out in the coffee shop in person. That was pretty bad.
So let's let's look at a couple things. So you want to look at the dating app thing or the coffee shop thing? Because they were both horrible.
Let's look at the dating. I know. Let's do the coffee shop because the dating app will go into the other part too. So let's do that.
The coffee shop scene, my guy. Yeah. I've never seen a more accurate representation of what it's like to like try to hit on someone.
Hey.
And then find out that they were just being nice to you and just being their customer service voice. It's like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was so awkward.
Don't ever ask anybody out when they're on fucking retail floor. Or
I know,
like
but then
it's
again,
so cringy. It's so cringy. I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
Oh, gross.
It's cringy.
Bro. Oh, wow.
Especially I was at Lululemon where all the ladies were just like, you know, they were good looking and they all got asked out and they just, it was like, hey, how you doing? You want to like go out? Like, ugh. Oh, you like, oh, how do these pants look on me? Like, God, dude, come on. Just go.
It's bad, man. The coffee shop thing, I've had multiple clients where like they don't go out much. And so they'll go coffee and like they'll just study because it's on campus and they're like, man, everyone's so nice there and there's one really cute girly, this and that. I'm like, and I was like, you know, you could chat them up. Doesn't mean that you're trying to date them, but I just want to get you used to talking to people.
Yeah. I've
had it where they've asked people out. I've had it where the coffee people have asked my clients out and they'll be like, oh, I don't know. And it just feels awkward no matter what. Because also they don't want to fuck up their place where they always go eat coffee or eat coffee.
Eating nom.
How special are they? Jesus Christ. But like I would never want to fuck up one of my safe spaces.
No, that's pretty bad.
But he read into it.
But then that's like working at the same place as like your significant other.
Yep.
Too. Like where it is you just like you don't want to be somewhere where you're seeing them like 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to keep that a little separate. But he thought he was reading the signs and that she was actually intrigued. And it looked like she was actually going to ask him out. And then it turns and I was like, oh no. And it's interesting on how this part of that scene, the episode, focuses a lot on like all the noise and background and all the other humans. And it's actually very, very anxiety provoking. And hard for him to articulate himself at all. You already know he's a very anxious, insecure, shy guy. Definitely feels worthless. He looks like he's a big boy, right? Because he's a very, very, very big boy. You know how hard it is for big people to fucking ask people out. It's horrifically hard.
Yeah.
And she looks like she's super cool. She's got like that hipster vibe, the multicolored hair, and she's super nice. And at the coffee shop, y'all know the vibe. They're like the sweetest people ever. And you're like, she digging, you want to go get coffee? And she's like, oh no, I think of you as a brother. And I'm like, oh, I've been told that. Oh, that one hurts. I'm like, those are some of my favorite. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Those are some of my favorite videos.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
You really fucking went there.
I went there. I'm sorry. But I'm like, girl, I've done that. I mean, I've been putting the what do they call it? Not the doghouse, the
friend zone.
Friend zone. I remember telling one girl, I'm like, am I ever going to get out of there? She's like, no, you're there for life. I'm like, I can't fight my way out this motherfucker. She's like, no.
Yeah,
and I was still cool with her. And then she's like, well, why are you being more distant, after like a couple months? I was like, because you're dating this asshole dude. I don't care if you're dating another dude. I was just like, but this dude?
Nothing's worse than begging for pussy, dude.
Oh my God. And like, I wasn't begging for it. I'm saying like,
look, man, but once you go like, come on now, like,
I didn't tell her, come on, man. I was just like, no, dude, the dude was trash. The dude was trash. Bro, I'm not about to be your friend when you banging this dude that I legitimately dislike. Oh, I hated him, bro. He was so weird. And then he ended up having me hang out with him and one of his friends. And his friend said some wild shit and I blocked his ass. I don't block people, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta block you. And then I ended up having to block him because I'm like, if this is your boy, I can't fuck with you.
Fair.
It was so weird. And he was so narcissistic and it was so weird, bro. I was like, I also thought he was gay too, but then he's banging the chick that I liked. It was wild, bro.
You don't deserve her, bro.
Let's be.
You don't deserve her.
I know. You don't deserve her. I should be with her.
Yeah, it should be me.
I'm so toxic. Dude, I was asking out almost every girlie at the end in my master's class because it's all beautiful women. What am I supposed to do? Not ask them out. They wanted it. My God.
Please.
To be fair, I didn't. None of them said yes, so it's fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, none of them said yes. The friend zone is deep. And then I finally a girl's like, "Hey, Naj, you want to go out on some dates?" And then I just tease her a bunch and then say no. And she's like, "You destroyed me. How come you didn't like go out with me? I thought you were joking." Because I'm so used to being saying no to. She finally asked me out. I was like, "Fuck you."
You ruined the one time someone actually wanted to go out with you,
dude. Brother, it was so bad. This is what's weird with me is like there's be a bunch of girls that like I'll flirt with and then they end up dating dudes or marrying dudes that like kind of look just like me, and I'm like, or like they'll be real. I was like, did you actually? Did I have a shot with you? Did I actually have a shot with you? I think I did.
Oh my God, dude,
it's wild. I hate dating. I hate it.
Apparently,
I hate it. It's just so much. It's so much.
You don't make it easy. Let me tell you.
I'm gonna be real with you. I've
been on one of your dates. It was not easy.
You were definitely my poly date that day.
Jesus Christ. I didn't even know. I was like, burritos.
Yeah.
And music. Burritos and music is my shit.
And this is my woman.
No.
Brother, I don't make it easy. I don't. Why is it so complicated? I don't know. Is it insecurity?
You make it complicated.
It didn't used to be this complicated when I was younger.
That's because you got more to lose now.
Yeah.
Than when you did when you were younger.
I'm telling you, before I would just be like,
see that.
I remember I just kept showing up for this one girl in college, just showing up, man. And then one time I eventually just standing, like we were standing next to each other talking about chemistry, and I just gave her a kiss on the forehead. And she was like, the fuck?
Yeah. Any rational person would be like, what the fuck?
Did I just get assaulted?
Technically.
I know.
If we want to talk technically.
Why did I do that? I gave her a peck on the head. We dated for a while after that.
Sometimes you do cringy things.
Oh,
as
so cringy.
Men do a lot of cringy shit. All right.
She had this
big
ass forehead. She had that triceratops forehead.
Jesus Christ. When you dated that big ass forehead, you're gonna have big ass forehead children.
She had a big ass forehead, and Puerto Ricans got big heads.
Your fucking kid would have been bald like fucking 2.
So Conehead? Motherfucker come out looking like Hey Arnold.
Jesus. God, football head over there.
Yep. So as we pivot away from the coffee shop scene, which is literally
your fucking social life.
It's literally my worst fucking nightmare, that scene.
Yeah. Asking out people is hard.
Let's be real.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard to do.
I don't care if you're neurodivergent or neurotypical, it's hard.
Also, doing it in person is hard today because everything's like done on your phone. And so once you get into the realm of like actual reality and being like, this is me, and then doesn't pan out. And that hurts a lot more than it does like online and shit, because you could easily just get over somebody online. But in person, man, that's where
it's got that sting.
Rejection hurts way more.
Yeah. And you seen how awkward it was, and he like tripped and fell. Oh, yeah. That's how it goes, right? It's never like an elegant exit. It's like, no, like I'm just randomly going to shit my pants now in public. That's nice.
Yeah.
Did someone just diaper in here?
He shit themselves.
I need to change panty. The scene, let's move backwards. When you saw him,
yeah,
like he said something later after he was talking to that girl on Tinder or whatever it was. Like, yeah, so I left her before she left me. That wasn't the vibe that I thought. I thought
I was gonna lie.
Yeah, well, lie, but I didn't think he was good. Left her because he thought she was going to leave him. I thought that he left her because he was quote unquote not ready. I thought he was too anxious that he was going to fuck it up or that he wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
And that's
I could
probably what
see
it
that.
was. But like, so it's a confusing place to push. She was so cute, and they loved the books together, and that was so romantic. And she's like, "Hey," and then he pushes her away. It's like, my guy, what are you doing? What are you doing? You found the perfect person, and you push them away. This actually happens. This is a real life thing that happens all the time. I don't know, man. I didn't. The armor is not just a protective thing. The armor is also like this thing that stops him from being able to talk. I don't know if like this is from childhood. I don't know if this was like, because it's a confidence thing in the reffing, but then in his relationships, it's like a barrier for him to be with people.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to, because then he doesn't have to get hurt. And a lot of times when you're trying not to get hurt, you're also you're not being who you are. You're not being you.
There it is.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think that, and you could tell, like when he first did the dating app, he was wearing his armor, but then once he took that off, he found that one chick who likes all the same shit as him.
There you go. It was a mask. I didn't catch on to that.
Yeah. It's essentially, it's his mask, but he sees it as like this shield of armor, right? And I think he does that because of those sci-fi novels, and they probably have like armor or something.
Yeah, like there's some like fucking
they're knights and shit.
Yeah,
so
nerd.
You know,
he's very nerdy.
He's a big nerd, very nerd. If you like romantic sci-fi novels, that's a whole other level. And he wrote another.
He said they're definitely not innocent. So he was talking sexual too. Yeah, like this is a kid show, man.
Not anymore, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he ruins that because he's like, oh, maybe I have a chance with my fucking ex, and then she's
brother. So
someone put a ring on it.
I thought that he was going to go to her. And then everything was going to be fine. So they got a really good plot twist at the end of these shows.
Yeah. And then he's crying at the championship game. He can't even do his call
job.
games anymore.
Yeah.
Because he's just
devastated.
Sad.
So the Tinder thing, brother, or the dating apps, I hear continuously that it's hell. I hear continuously that all my clients, and they're gorgeous, handsome, beautiful people, and they're like, Nas, it's either no matches or I get a match and you're ghosted, no one talks. Yeah. They're like, it's bad. And there's been statistics and studies out because it just had its 10-year anniversary, so it's 11 years now Tinder's been alive.
Yeah.
Where it's actually significantly hurting people's mental health, Tinder.
Interesting.
And I was like, yeah, because I feel like no one really gets to any real connections or good connections.
It's very, very rare, especially on Tinder. Like, yeah, like it's because like you're so detail oriented on the person from the get-go, right? You analyze all of their photos, what they say on there. You're trying to figure out what's the perfect thing to say so I can get noticed by these people. And then once you do, then like they already have like tens, hundreds of people that they're talking to.
Yep.
So if you make one little mistake, whether it be like your profile picture, whether it be your profile, whether it be a message you send, like just saying hello. Like some people don't even respond to hello because they're like, ew, like that's it.
It's
like,
basic.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God, basic conversation. What the fuck you want me to ask you? If I try to go way left, then you're just gonna shit on me anyways. So what's the deal here?
Yep.
And there's just so many variables that go along with it that it's not good to do at all because people act like they are like everyone acts like they're the perfect person when it comes to like these dating apps. And unfortunately, nobody's perfect. And then once they see that little imperfection, they're like, done.
Yep.
Not talking to you anymore. And I loved how in the video they had the perfect like ghost go up as soon as they get ghosted, because that's what it's
That's what
like. It's just
happens.
like you ask two things, and then it's boring or they don't like the answer, and then that's it. And it just goes to show maybe we're being a little bit too
Dude,
concentrated on the wrong things.
maybe,
Like,
brother.
because just try.
I just activated the dating app again, and so I saw some of the old matches, and in one of them, dude, and one of them was so fucking cringe. I should have screenshotted it. Fuck. I sent a message. And I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I commented on like something they had in their profile, so like it was actually pretty engaging. And they didn't respond. So the next thing I said, I sent a GIF of like this dude being like, and be like, "This is what it's like fucking waiting for people to respond on this fucking app." I was like, "Holy shit!" I was super salty in that message. That had been like 4 years ago.
The time I was single, I would just send like GIF for like the first message.
So that's what I do. I love doing GIFs too. Like I usually send, FYI, if any of you on the dating apps, I've had clients do this, and it actually is very successful. You just type in hello and then goat, GOAT, and there's like a goat that comes running, and
I think I used that.
It's so cute. Hello. I love that goat GIF. It actually does very well.
They're like, oh, what?
I remember Black Mike. I told anyway, this was just an experiment. He's like, this shit ain't gonna work. I'm like, watch. So he created a fake profile, and just sent and matched with some girls, and then sent just the GIF, and it worked. I was like, I told you, bitch, it works at an even higher rate for you because you're like a thin, good looking black dude. With a chubby dude, I still get responses. I'm like, something about that goat,
just gets them.
Gets them, bro. It's funny. It's cute. It's adorable. It's not super aggressive. It's not a dingle pick.
This is true. This is true.
This is true.
A goat saying hello is not a dick pic.
Yep. It's innocent. I hate sending messages on those things, man.
It's very anxiety riddled. Like you're just like, oh shit, do I say it? Like in getting back to the scene, I mean, he does the same thing, right? He's waiting to say like, oh, what do you like to do? He's like, oh fuck.
He looks at his graphic novel.
And then he's like, oh, I love reading romantic science novels. And she's like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. It's always a crapshoot. It's always, you'd never know. And I think people have to also understand that getting rejection is tough and it sucks.
Yep.
Because they're rejecting as soon as you say certain things or they look at your face. So they're like, ew. And you're like, oh, fuck, I'm getting rejected by somebody. But it's also a good thing because sometimes you do need that rejection just to bring you back down to earth sometimes. Because some people act like they, like their shit don't stink.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes for dating apps, it does bring you back and you're like, okay, well, maybe I have to change a few things about myself
maybe
in order to maybe
talk,
find the right one.
Interest, yeah. I love that he gets her by connecting with his real self.
Yeah.
And then you're right, he sheds the armor. And they're talking about this and that, and they're frolicking through conversation. And it's like obsessive. Like you're so excited to text that person, you're getting to know them. It's like, holy shit. And when he tells her at the end, like, I think I'm in love with my ex. And then he goes, but let's be friends because they get along so well. But you can't do that to someone, man. Like after they want to date you and you guys are really connecting, she was probably devastated.
But that's
life.
That was his love of his life too.
Correct.
He let go.
No. Yeah, I get it.
So
that was his probably future wife, but it looks like he pissed that away.
He most definitely did.
Yes. Most definitely did.
Yeah. And that's why he was crying. But it's a good representation of dating. And I loved how they turned it into a video game. I thought that was like great because that's exactly how it feels like.
Yeah, it doesn't feel real. It feels very disconnected.
disconnected, and then you're also just faking. You gotta fake it till you're making it. And that, like, what does that have to say about you? Like, geez, like you have to fake who you are just to get a fucking date? That sucks.
I don't.
I've been in that situation.
Yep.
I've been in that situation where it's like you're like, on my bio, oh, I like these things. And you're like, no, I can't say that because they probably don't like that. Da, 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 da.
Okay.
And you're trying to appeal to their wants and needs when you're not even thinking about yourself. And that and then that'll just make you unhappy because then you're not being yourself.
Yep.
And it's just it's gross.
It's
Fucking
tough.
nasty.
It's tough, man. I have a lot of clients, obviously, that don't use. I don't ever advise anyone to use Tinder or because it's not a very good success rate. I have a lot of clients that do well on Hinge. They seem to do really well on Hinge.
Yeah, that's where I do well. So
there you go. So I probably got to download that and then shoot my shot on that, right?
it's a lot better because you can actually like comment on things on their profile and be like, "Hey, I like this too." Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
That's how I met my girl. It was like I commented like, "Oh my gosh, I love Phil Collins too," because she did that
There
thing
you
about
go.
Phil Collins, and then that just went from there.
You're
And
like-
then fucking 4 years strong. So
You look like a triceratops.
oh, yep, that's my opening line. Yep.
Do you want to play
look
with my
like
triceratops Legos?
you look like the Triceratops from Land Before Time. Yep, that's what I said. Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
No.
You look like the
Hey,
one
just
that
so you know,
rams things,
you
the
don't.
dinosaur that rams things with its big head.
That's you. Let's make some dinosaur babies.
Let's make some little Petries. Cute as shit. Yeah, man, it's Hinge. I usually push people towards that. I got a couple, well, not one. I got one client that uses like a bunch of different things. Like, you know, I got clients that use specific things. So Catholic things, Christian things, Muslim things, queer related ones.
Yeah.
I got a couple clients that have tried dating. What are those things called? Matchmakers. They cost money though.
Fucking waste of money.
Dude, they
Sorry.
cost money. And it hasn't worked out either. But yeah, the one guy paid like I think it was like 10, 20 grand.
Nick, pay me, motherfucker. I'll coach you through it. Shit.
I'll set you up. They set them up with people, and it's not guaranteed either, man. I've seen people use this thing called Raya. It's more of a elite thing. If you've ever heard of Raya, it's more like you've got like a social media presence or like some influencer type status, or like you're just kind of famous. It's kind of like that. And there's like a vetting process, and you got to apply, and it takes like months to get in. And
that's just. This is where famous people fuck. Like, oh.
Yeah, pretty much. And I was like, none of you. I was like, motherfucker, you ain't famous. Like homeboy, I'm like, you ain't.
I got like 10,000 followers, dog. What?
Yeah.
What?
I know. Well, it's not even that. So I've seen it. It's only a couple grand. I'm like, you chat GPT'd your resume to get on this bitch for sure.
Say what?
Trying
to hook up with Doja, nigga.
Oh shit. She scares me.
She scares me.
She scares me. She's sexy as hell, but she scares me with her outfits. Like that one demon red one with all the nubbies on it. I can't.
Hey, bring me to hell, bitch.
Bring me to hell. I'll ride your coochie right to hell, girl.
Jesus Christ. Why is it on fire? What the fuck does that mean?
This I was talking about earlier. Yeah, man, the apps are wild. I just know that none of my clients enjoy it. A lot of them think it's unauthentic, but I'm like, it's really hard to meet people in public. As you become adults, it's a little bit even harder. College, it's easier because you're around so many humans, hanging out, parties. Adulthood's a little bit harder. You got to actually go out there and put yourself out there.
Yeah, and there's other factors that go into that, whether like you're drinking or not, and like that whole thing.
And not everyone drinks.
Yeah, and you don't want to be somebody who like doesn't drink and then they drink, and you're like,
I know.
This is a bad situation. Yeah, I was just watching a show with Penn and Teller called Penn and Teller Bullshit. They pretty much like go through all these different topics and things, and they say like whether or not it's bullshit. It's a good show, and they went through like dating, especially it was like early 2000s, and so they were doing like all these dating, not apps, but they were doing like the, where you can have like where you go like it's like roulette, where you go from like each person to each person and stuff like that. And everybody's just, it's the same shit though. Everybody's, because you have like 3 minutes to tell somebody who you are. And that's not enough time
It's not.
to talk to somebody. 3 minutes, that's nothing.
No.
So, and the way people's attention spans are, especially on social media, you think it's not going to be on these dating apps as well. They're just like, oh, bored, oh, bored. And they just keep on going, keep on going. It's like an addiction.
It is.
In a way.
It is.
You know?
Because it's so I have clients that do it just when they're bored, dude. I have clients, they're not even looking for hookups. They're just or dating. They just do it because they're bored.
That's cool.
So some people are on there just wasting people's time.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are. It's tough out there. And imagine being like ADHD, autistic, PTSD. Like dating is even tougher because now you limit the spaces in which you'll go into, the anxieties, the stimulation, the traumas which have happened in certain places, the triggering shit from ex-partners and where you maybe have dated or went to. Right. Having these divergencies only complicate dating. The body dysmorphia that people are going through, right? And as we know, like a lot of folks who are bigger now, but that's still fucking like everyone because you see social media and everyone's gorgeous and everyone's thin,
right?
And it's tough, man. So I really feel sorry for him because he loses a loved one and he loses a good one, and he's a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
All my clients, anyone listening to this. Please, 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 please don't run away from a good one. Talk to them, communicate, talk about your anxieties, your trepidation, your self-worth issues, your abandonment issues, your parents breaking up, you being cheated on. Talk about it. Yeah. Don't push away someone until you know or you have data or they showed you that they are trash. And don't just judge them if they do one or two things like that are trash. Like I got people like, nah, should I break up with my boyfriend because I'm anxious? And I was like, huh?
I'm a little anxious. Should we break up?
Yeah. Like he's going to move away. Should I break up with him? No. Like he's a good boy and he treats you good. Like you don't break up because he's going to be long distance. Give it a shot. Give your balls a tug. Dating is so hard, dude. So I'll give people updates in the following podcast.
Hey, y'all, still none.
Hey, y'all, I'm going to take my fucking GoPro on me. I'll take my GoPro with me on the day and just recording it.
It's like, hey, how you doing? This is for my followers.
Yep. This is for, and it's going to be a coffee shop girly too. You know it is.
Jeez.
I'm joking. I don't even like coffee. It makes me anxious.
Yeah.
Just gonna barf on her. Dude,
you deserve this.
He broke my heart. She broke my heart. Her a little bit more so because she's so innocent as a child. But he broke my heart because obviously I feel very much like him. So
yeah,
that's kind of tough to watch. But it was good to watch. I'm glad.
It was.
I'm gonna watch the rest of the series. Hopefully, all of you do that as well too. I'm gonna check it out in the month of June. Hopefully, we can talk about more episodes in July.
I think so. I think we will because there's a lot to unpack.
Let's do it. I'm ready for it.
So we'll be able to do that. All right. So how about y'all comment? What's your favorite episode of the series?
Yeah.
What is it? Which one was your favorite? Was it Laurie? Was it Frankie Blue? Frankie Blue. Or was it any of the other episodes in there? Let us know in the comments. And yeah, so with that, I'm Spencer. That's nice. Different Special Podcast.
All right, everyone. Much love, and remember, take care of yourselves.
Or don't.
It's completely up to you. Peace.